Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's perspective for 7/11. 7/11. Today is my niece's birthday. Happy birthday, Jazz. I wanted to come to you this morning and talk about LL Cool. Good morning on Periscope. Good morning for all who are joining me on both platforms. Hey, Alicia. Hey. I hope to see you next weekend. Okay, so self-imposed solitary confinement. In a natural sense, for those who have been incarcerated and in prison, you still are amongst the general population. I am up early in the morning, indeed. You're in the general population unless for whatever reason you end up in solitary confinement, and then you are isolated from people. You're isolated from the general population and from humanity and human contact. And some of us free to walk and roam the earth, and nobody has sentenced us. We're not in anybody's prison, but we have imposed our own solitary confinement, and we have drawn away from, and we are on lockdown from people, from occasions, from festivity, from love, from continuing to grow. Now, I'm not talking about the very, very necessary needed break. Hey, Shima and Vanessa. Hey, Bridget, all who are joining me, thank you for joining me. So I'm not talking about the break. Every once in a while, we just need a break. We need our own alone time. We need to, do some things on our own. I'm not talking about that. Those are recharges. I get that. There are some people who are motivated internally, and they draw strength, and they, get all their creativity when they are solo. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about those of us who have chosen from a painful place to pull away from life. When you talk to some people, it is as if they live in the past tense. Oh my goodness, I used to love to dance. I used to love to cook for people. I used to love to go out. Oh my goodness, we used to have so much fun. And it's as if they're watching a movie, and it's all in the past tense. It already happened. I would submit to you, if you have, again, not the needed break, not the necessary timeout to recharge, if you have deliberately and intentionally isolated yourself, put yourself on lockdown from people, from joy, from love, from events, that I would just hope that you recognize there is a difference between existing and living and thriving. There's a difference between surviving and thriving. And so if you're in a place, and it's from a place of pain, and I get that. I don't live in Disneyland. I have been hurt. I have hurt others. But at some point, we have to make the choice to continue living. Pain, hurt, loss, betrayal is just called part of this thing called life. We will get knocked down at times. All of us will. There's not a living soul that will go through life without getting and feeling the hurt, the sting of other people. But we were designed to live in community. We were designed to live amongst each other. We are better because we are with others. People challenge us. People love on us. People help heal us. And even though those same category of people can hurt us, can betray us, we have the choice, we have the option. And typically, the world goes on without you. They go on living and loving and dancing and cooking and rejoicing and enjoying birthdays and celebrations and holidays together, and you're not there. And so I am just absolutely convinced, surviving versus thriving, choose life. Yes, even the word of God says, choose you this day. Who are you going to serve? What you going to do? Life or death? What is it going to be? We have the choice. We have the option. And so I would encourage you that for those of us who have been hurt deeply and are grieving the loss of a job, the loss of a friendship, the loss of a marriage, the loss of a relationship, if we are grieving because of loss, go through that grief, but please come out on the other side. Please come out on the other side and return to a place where you can get back to living, where you can experience joy again in your life, where you can experience happiness. Life, and let me say this, someone said to me, it is just not worth it to me anymore. To put myself out there, it's just not worth it to me. I just am not, I'm not feeling it. That's one too many times for me. Thank you very much. That is a choice that we all have, but the option leaves you without, leaves you hungering, leaves you wanting more, leaves you missing out on all the things that you used to love. So yes, use wisdom in who to give your heart to. My husband tells my daughters all the time, guard your heart, protect it. Don't just give it away freely, protect it. There's wisdom in that. I would just ask that we remember self-imposed solitary confinements don't need to last very long, for years and years, and you have to go back, and when asked, when was the last time you did, they used to love to do this. Oh, that was back in. I would just submit that perhaps we've given up some of living because of the hurt, because of the stings, because of the betrayals. And I am not overlooking that. I understand the depth of pain that sometimes happens when you have really, hey, baby sister, hey, Tanya, when you have really been hurt, when you've been broken. I get it. Believe me, I get it. And I get it from both perspectives. I have been hurt and I have hurt. I have been hurt and I have done the hurting. Okay? And there's shame and there's pain and there's degradation down both lanes. But then I still have a choice. There's too much life left. So you pick up, you pray for forgiveness, you reconcile where possible, and then you start breathing again. You start breathing again. So that is what I would ask of you, urge of you. My challenge today is from either position. If you are living in a self-imposed solitary confinement, not a necessary needed break or vacation, a self-imposed solitary confinement because you're running from the hurt, you're not even interested in putting yourself in that position again, that place of vulnerability, you're not interested. Thank you very much. I'm out. My challenge is, if you are in that place, or if you have not forgiven yourself for whatever, and you're still in a self-imposed solitary confinement, look up, look out. Life is moving. Life has continued. Life is going on. Let's jump back in that game. Let's jump back in the game of life. It's just life. You can survive it. You can get through it. You can get over it. And so my plea to you is, jump back in. Take the keys and unlock your cell of solitary confinement and join the rest of the population. Okay. That is my offering to you today. I send it with nothing but love. There is sunshine after the rain. I promise you. And Ty just confirmed it. I promise you. There's a rainbow even through the rain. That is my offering to you today, given in love, in absolute love. Until next time, take real good care of yourselves.